Neville Goddard, I know my Father. Chapter 5, He who has. For he that hath, to him shall be given, and to he that hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he hath. Though many look upon this statement to be the most cruel and unjust of the sayings attributed to Jesus, creating as it has the world over the many popular remarks, such as the rich get richer and the poor get children, he who has gets, etc. It still remains a most just and merciful law based upon a changeless principle. God is no respecter of persons. God, as we have discovered, I am all that is God right there. We are self-concepts from Him. We are all living out self-concepts of Him, made by Him, expressing Him, eventually waking up, realizing we are Him. God is no respecter of persons. God, as we have discovered, is that unconditioned awareness who gives to each and all that which they are aware of being. What are you being now? What is it? To be aware of being or having anything is to be or have that which you are aware of being. Upon this changeless principle, all things rest. It is impossible for anything to be other than that which it is aware of being. It is impossible for anything to be other than that which it is aware of being. It's impossible for you to be in this self-concept if you are aware of this one. Even though you're making your impression you feel every night, if you're still aware of this one and not this one, it is impossible for you to be here. You can only be here because that's where your awareness of being is. To him that hath that which he is aware of being, in parentheses, to him that hath it shall be given. Good, bad, or indifferent, it does not matter what it is that you are aware of being, you will receive pressed down, shaken together, and running over all that you are conscious of being. In keeping with this same changeless law, to him that hath not, it shall be taken from and added to the one that hath. So the rich do get richer and the poor get poorer. Yes, he who has gets. You cannot express that which you are not conscious of being. You cannot serve two masters. And I don't know if I got this from my teacher or if I got it from another speaker. You can only ride one horse at a time. You throw a leg over a horse, you can only be on one. That's all there is. You can't be on two horses. The same thing here is you cannot serve two masters. Your master is ever that state of consciousness with which you are identified. Therefore, that which is not in consciousness is taken from it, because it was never part of it, in parentheses. I must repeat, your master is ever that state of consciousness with which you are identified. If you're identified with this state of consciousness, that's your master. Therefore, that which is not in consciousness is taken from it and added to that consciousness with which it is aware of it. All things gravitate to that consciousness with which they are in tune, and likewise, all things disentangle themselves from that consciousness with which they are not in tune. If you're going to stay here, even though you desire to be there, when you are in consciousness here, it's going to pull that back here. So you're in this loop because you haven't made the impression, the impression. Instead of joining the chorus of have-nots who insist on destroying those who have, recognize this changeless law of expression and consciously claim yourself to be that which you have decided to be. Consciously claim. After your decision is made and your conscious claim established, continue in your confidence until you receive your reward. For as the day follows the night, you will receive that which you have consciously claimed for yourself. Thus, that which to the sleeping Orthodox world is a cruel and unjust law becomes to the enlightened the most merciful and just statement of truth. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. Knowing that God does not destroy anything, see to it that you are that, claim yourself to be that, which you want him to fill full. Nothing is destroyed, all are fulfilled. You repeat this. Knowing that God does not destroy anything, see to it that you are that, claim yourself to be that, which you want him to fill full. Nothing is destroyed, all are fulfilled. Wow, another short yet potent, wonderful chapter. He who has, chapter 5, I know my Father. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, all of us gets. He who has gets. That's my favorite part right there. To him that hath not, to him that hath, I'm going to repeat the quote, it shall be given. Good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. What it is you are aware of being, you will receive pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And all that you are conscious of being. In keeping with this same changeless law, to him that hath not, it shall be taken from and added to the one that hath. So the rich do get richer and the poor get poorer. Yes, he who has gets. Oh, wow, profound. You can also use faith here. He who has faith gets. He who has not faith doesn't get. Not only does he not get, it's taken from and given to him who has. You can also blend in the parable of the talents here. A lot of wonderful pieces can fit together with this concept right here. Very wonderful. We'll see you in the next chapter.